Hocus pocus. Welcome to Center of Light. Tonight we're going to be speaking about exactly this. This. Projection. And I don't mean unconscious projection. I mean metaphysical physics, quantum mechanical physics projection. It's time to be clear. Welcome everyone. Let me make a couple adjustments. Let me refresh my pages so I can see what's happening in the chats. And KK, this stuff over here is again probably from one of your rooms. I don't know how this keeps happening. I think it's because you and I are tied together. We share one of your pages. But let me see what happens when I refresh. Welcome everyone to Center of Light. Two wheels and a light bulb. Two wheels and a light bulb. Center of Light Flicks. Hello Dana. Hello Kelly Curtis. Summer Fusion on YouTube. So tonight is Center of Light Flicks. Like Netflix. But it's two wheels and a light bulb. We're going to get to what that is all about. Yeah, Katie, it's chat blending. I don't know how or what it is. I'll just leave it there because it looks cool. I just hope it goes with the program. Welcome, everyone. Good to see you. A couple of announcements. Homecoming Crossing the Bridge to the Soul. The link is in these forums at the very top. Jump seat to Amazon if you have not purchased this bestseller already. 30 Years of My Life Compressed. You can use the same link if you read this book. You didn't read the book. You lived the book. You felt it. I know you did. You can use the same link to go to Amazon and leave me a review. Also, my Cosmic Broham Sandwich brother, Robert, purchased some of these. And he sent them to me as a donation from his heart. These are Mayan calendar pendants. They're very heavy, so they're very, you know, when you get something that's got that weight, you can tell it's quality, it's solid, it's anchored within itself. This is such. Donation of $30 for Center of Light. Not only do you get something in return, you give something in return, not only to myself, but the fact that I can continue to do this pro bono. Why? I love it. I love outputting. I love projecting my inner screenplay. And my outer play is always joyful. $30. Donate to Home Center of Light. Mayan calendar pendant. You can use the same link in here to donate to Center of Light because I do these all the time. You can use that link to purchase. Send me an inbox. Let me know that you are interested. The PayPal link is in here. But let me know that you did so I can get your address. By the way, Melinda and Vicky, I am sending yours tomorrow. I promise. I've been swamped. I have my alarm set to get up wee hours. So tonight is two wheels and a light bulb. What's all that nonsense, right? Let me try refreshing this one more time. KK, I think you, in order to rectify this, I'm wondering if you might simply have to take me off as administrator. But you're lovely for putting me as administrator or co-op in the first place. So welcome everyone. Let's see what's happening. So, a couple announcements. Things are shifting. Things are really, really shifting. For some people, that shift may look like a lull, a stillness, but I bet, without a doubt, if you go into that stillness, there's lots beginning to swirl and twirl around. The momentum is going to get greater. It's already greater now. Fantastic that you're in a relaxed space. But the world's about to get busy again. Lots of nonsense is afoot. Really. I am going to request of my sister Anjana to do an interview with Swamji again. It's time. I have some very serious questions I want to ask God. If you have a particular question, please don't make it a mile long. A nice, powerful point. Thank you, KK. on-point question. I would like it to be about the affairs of the world, not personal stuff. This is about all of us. What happens to one happens to all. What happens to all happens to one. I got a few questions of my own I want to ask. Swamiji will not play politics. Don't even go there. In fact, it won't even be submitted to me. I'll just reject it immediately. But I'm asking you to go inside all the way into your beautiful heart as far as you possibly can and use compassion as your measurement stick, your barometer, to formulate, fashion this beautiful question that potentially I can ask Swamiji. Probably one of the questions I have is about the Fauci ouchie. I already know his answer. He told me before. But I'm talking about it coming down to being something that's mandatory. What is the best ploy that we can all take? I have questions as such of taking responsibility, about doing my part at least, to help contribute to the prophecy of heaven on earth. And you are living it. My God, you're living it. 2 wheels and a light bulb. What that means is you are becoming ever clear and more clear. When I say ever clear, I don't mean croak, 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 croak. But you are definitely 100% proof. You are 100 proof. So tonight is 2 wheels and a light bulb, center of light flick. It's a way of describing the truth, reality, that we all carry within ourselves. That God is the Yah. Yah, na, va. Yah, God is the heart, the power, the light, will, passion, compassion, fire, all that which is that God stuff, right? Right there. Na, the N, with the linear bar across the top, is how the mind moves linearly. Na is the mind. Va is the backbone. Well, obviously, look, you see the erect spine in the V? Yanava, Yaha, Naha, Vaha. It's projecting yourself, your real self, your true self, your authentic, genuine self, regardless of what anyone has to say about it, regardless of what anyone thinks. It's really that way regardless. It's about what you think about what people think. Don't give too much credence to that, because maybe they're not thinking about you at all. And besides, what they think about you is none of your business. So let's get down to some business. Yanava is about projecting your true authentic self into a clear apparatus, vessel, aka your mind. That way the fire of God that lives within all of us projects itself through a crystalline, pure crystalline structure that brings about what we view with the eyes as reality. But I tell you, Swamiji will tell you, the outside world is real. Many spiritualists will tell you, well, it's not real. It's an illusion. That's in one context. Swamiji, in another context, will tell you, oh, the outside world is absolutely real, because it is. But there are certain ways that certain teaching can be laid out, stories, parables, analogously, in context, to have the same bang and or buck, even if it simply supposedly contradicts another teaching, saying just the opposite. That's not always true. The outside world is real. It keeps us connected. It keeps us compassionate. It keeps us empathetic. Now that we know that, we put that over there in this beautiful little space, and we keep it on our altar, and we always give it grace, as it in return gives us the same. But tonight's presentation is about you, me, we being the director and the producer of our life, God, if you will. We are made in the image and similitude and likeness of God. As so we create. As we think, we create. So as we project out, we realize there is no outside, because it's my inside that's outside. In such a way, the outside, other than what you know consciously, is not real. It's an illusion. It will fall like castles in the air. You kick the leg down, the one leg called delusion, the whole thing will drop. Well, how do we kick it down so it can drop, because I'm ready for that. No one can tell you how to do that. They can only show you the door. Projecting your true, authentic self outward. Anytime you're doing anything that you love, you're doing just that. Sometimes we're not conscious while we're doing certain things, and we're still projecting it. But when you become conscious of the fact that there is a movie projector, which is you. God is the simple bulb inside, and it shines pure white light. Have you ever been to a movie house to where the screen is blue because there's a blue bulb inside of the projector? Well, absolutely not. The bulb is always white, and it lets the celluloid, the filter, the mind, the stuff that's in the mind, or the lack of, which is fantastic, would be a pure mind. And then you are able to override the system. It's sort of like you're watching a television program. Remember when you was a kid and you were watching the Brady Bunch? Marcia, 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 right? And you're waiting for the next scene. Sorry to interrupt with this news bulletin. This just in. It overrides the reality of the Brady Bunch you've been watching. Likewise, analogously, though the outside world is not real in this regard, when you become conscious, you begin to override the entire media system of the world outside. Because you are conscious. Involvement in an unconscious movie, TV, script. Hello, Scott, guitar gunslinging fool. Everyone, if you get a chance, please feel free to friend my brother Scott Petrie, or Petrie, I think it's Petrie, in the room tonight. He is a phenomenal guitar player. He plays from his heart all the time, and the boy does not make bad notes. He doesn't. And if he does, he's convinced this musician that he knows how to fix them very quickly. So, all right, everyone, welcome to Center of Light Flick. Your life is a movie. I hope it's one that's groovy. But you are actually the director. And out here is the drama. Big Daddy or Big Mama. Let's see what's happening. I'm going to do a presentation very soon on laughing. It's going to be called Center of Light Guffaw. Do you know what the definition of the word guffaw is? It means basically an explosion of laughter, uncontrollable. Guffaw. So I better get my jokes handy. I got a few. They may be a little spicy, but we'll see what we can do. All right, let's see what time it is. Yeah, right on it. Welcome to Center of Light. I'm going to try refreshing this one more time. This is not my room, but I like the text there. It makes me look important. So tonight is Center of Light Flicks. 2 wheels and a light bulb. You'll see that means shortly. The world is about to get crazy again. I mean, actively crazy. We've been in a passive for a while. I'm not giving you a bad mantra, a bad affirmation. It's a factual affirmation. We had some chance to rest after a year plus, to collect our breath. A different chop to the throat is likely going to be happening soon. I don't claim to know what that is. I do know the cycle of energy and how it works. The joke, the movie gets repeated ongoingly until you're tired of watching that same series or episode of the Brady Bunch. Then you just change the channel. And until we all collectively change the channel, the movie's going to continue to air. Air. There is a light bulb that lives inside of you. It's the ever-powerful light of God. As we know ourselves currently, we can liken that to a movie projector. Love movie, a romantic movie or horror movie. The light inside does not judge. All it does is express. Whatever the filter is that's in between the light bulb, the filter, and the screen of reality is what becomes your experience, singularly or collectively. Well, Keith, you know, we all know that God lives inside, but how far do we take that? Well, yeah, God is within all of us. I know. Do you know? I'm still knowing, I'm still learning and growing into the experience, into an integrated movie director. I want to be the spiritual Steven Spielberg. At least for my life's sake. I want my life, my movie to be a love song, a love story, self-love story. Don't you want your movie about you, your biography movie, your documentary about you to be a self-love story? That way you can express yourself how you choose and have people just follow your lead? What's the words? 2 wheels and a light bulb. All right, I'm just having a blast. So I'm now going to turn you loose into the hands of powerful spiritual guru, Sadhguru. I'm going to see you shortly. I got some reading from Homecoming, Crossing the Bridge to the Soul, coming to you in just a little bit. And we're going to expound on this theme about God being inside of you as the bulb. Sadhguru is going to tell you about the 2 wheels. Analogously to how the all, that which lives inside of all of us, creates worlds and universes. Chew on that stick of spiritual dynamite. What lives inside of all of us creates worlds and universes. Worlds and universes. That's pretty powerful stuff, isn't it? So Sadhguru is going to take you into the projection room. I'll see you shortly. You're loved beyond measure.
The work of a guru is an uninteresting job. It's like taking you on a tour of the projection room. You can control the cinema the way you want it. You can retire and watch the movie. The sun neither rises nor sets, but what a glorious deception. So from small things to big things, from the littlest of things in our lives to the largest things that you perceive, that is a series of deceptions. To be able to see the deception from backstage. If you've ever been in the theater, even the cinema theater, the drama is all real, what's happening there. But it's just one light bulb and 2 wheels spinning. If you go to the projection room and see, it's just one light bulb and 2 wheels spinning, that's all. So much drama. Love will happen, war will happen, fight will happen, peace will happen. An enlightenment may happen. But it's just a light bulb and 2 wheels. You're a little more real because this is a play of 5 elements. It is not about… One who does not enjoy the play or the cinema is a fool. But one who gets caught up in the play or a cinema is a much bigger fool. One who manages to enjoy the play to the hilt and still never ever is entangled with the process, who understands that it starts with advertisement and closes with the titles. Have you seen the titles in the cemetery? All the actors who have been till now if you do not understand, it's just a play in between. If you get caught up with the play, that is when so many things which are not real becomes real. And what is absolutely real will be completely lost. So, the work of a guru is an uninteresting job. It's not like taking you to the movies. It's like taking you on a tour of the projection room. But I promise you, if you behave, I'll take you to the movies. So, why should we destroy the beauty of the movie? By going into the projection room and see that there are no brave men there, there are no beautiful women there, there is no great drama there, just two wheels and a light bulb. Why should one destroy the beauty of the cinema by going and visiting the projection room? If the cinema was about some other actors, it wouldn't be necessary, we could just enjoy the movie. But the problem is, you have a role to play. It's best to know that it is just two wheels spinning and a light bulb. It was just other actors playing and you could just sit in your chair and watch and pop the corn. Then we could just ignore the projection room, just enjoy the movie, who the hell cares how it comes. But now you have a role to play and you're not holding the hand of the director. If a director does not hold the hand of an actor, even the stars, the very well-known stars, will be a complete mess. So it doesn't matter how brilliant you are, how capable you are, if you don't hold the hand of the Creator, your life will be a complete mess. It doesn't matter. If you're successful, it'll be one kind of mess. If you're a failure, it'll be another kind of mess. If you know how to play the game, if you know how to play your role, and still you're conscious of the mechanics of the projection room, then you can control the cinema the way you want it. If you hold the hand of the director, then it can be a wonderful experience. And above all, you can retire and watch the movie.
You can retire and watch the movie. When you hold the hand of the director, the spiritual Steven Spielberg, aka God, Jesus, Buddha, your great-grandmother, just a simple thought form of something that's beautiful to you. You can retire and simply just watch the movie. In all of its drama, there will be peace, there will be war, there will be this, and there will be that. And that's that. When you get entangled in the drama itself, you pull out your tissue, don't you, in the movie? Someone died in the movie, and you pull out your tissue and you cry. Even you big, husky, muscle guys out there, you've cried and did not want your girlfriend to see it. I know. How do I know that? Because I've done the same thing myself. But life is meant to be moving us around inside. But when life moves us around on the outside, because of the dynamic that's happening, we're no longer in charge of the movie. We're no longer the director. We're just simply the actor that's being told what to do. Hello, beautiful lady Elaine. There's a lot of pain in going unconscious. The movie is meant to be fun. Even sad movies, even horror movies. We even go to horror movies. Why? Because we go do it for entertainment and it's fun. Yes, life is definitely entertaining. Look at your social media feed. You'll find that out real quick. 2 wheels and a light bulb. I'm going to write a song called 2 Wheels and a Light Bulb. All right, now we're going to go into the reading segment of tonight's presentation, which is Center of Light Flicks. 2 wheels in a movie house and a light bulb. God is the light bulb. It's pure white. It shines. It just simply shines. We, as the bridges, the channels, move that light through our being and through a filter, be it one of clarity or not. This is your salvation. Keith, that's a crystal ball. You saying a crystal ball is my salvation? This is paganism. I'm not saying a crystal ball is salvation. I'm saying what this represents is your salvation, and that's clarity of choice, clarity of right thinking, clarity of intention. It's clarity. So this is your life going right. We call that heaven on any level. This is your life going right. On any level, this is your life gone wrong, and it's called hell. How do I know? If you don't know that there's something in your house that someone just bought from you, a piece of furniture, and you're walking around because the light's off, and you break your pinky toe on this piece of furniture your spouse bought for you as a surprise, when you crack that toe, it's hell. That's called unconsciousness. Likewise, when your life is consciously guided, directed by the author of it all, you will have a beautiful story to watch. It's called your life. There is no more beautiful story. None. Zilch. Not. Nada. Than your life. No being that has ever been created, is created now, or will ever be created, its life is no more beautiful than yours. Some people have an inferiority complex about that. They would say that certain spiritual deities' life is greater than mine. I hear you. And I get the reverence, I get the awe, and I get the humility and the genuflection behind it all. But that's not the truth. They've sacrificed, lived their life totally for you to be exactly like them. They want to lift you up to where they are. We're already there in another reality, another level. We just want to bring that reality here on this level. And it requires projecting your true authentic self into your life's movie so it can reflect to you on the screen of your reality. All right, let's get down to the reading segment, which is going to follow this theme. We've got a little bit of reading. My conversation with God in 1996 to 1998. Absolute clarity, Spirit says, is one of my grandest attributes. For you to have it too will require a crystal, I'm going to do it again, clear intention, a lifelong commitment of your spirit, mind, body, your feelings, thoughts, and actions, constantly working to dislodge and discard all beliefs that block clarity's light. Every time you employ discipline and dedication, you will be getting closer to me at a conscious level. I shall now show you an excellent way to begin this process. When you awaken each morning, stay supine, For those who don't know, it means lay on your back for a few moments. Go over the dreams you had while your body was at rest. As you start to interpret these mind movies, how you feel about them will let you know whether you are clear or not. Then you will know how to adjust your visualizations so that you can intentionally plan the way you wish your day to go. Your clear intent and positive attitude will set the tone, and the day that you desire will begin to unfold. Each evening, just before you go to sleep, think about what did not align with your morning's visualizations, and be grateful for all that did. Then ask for the clarity to fine-tune your prayers and intentions so that tomorrow will be a better day. Then ask for the clarity to fine-tune your prayers and intent. I'll just say that. As soon as you can determine what to do and what not to do in any situation, living a peaceful life will become second nature. Keith, you have always had creative power. What has kept you from maximizing it has been your cluttered mind. Why not look at your creative process like this? Back to the analogy of tonight's presentation. 2 wheels and a light bulb. Movie house. The projector's wheels are turning and the light bulb is pushing through. Spirit says, what has kept you from maximizing it, meaning peace and clarity, it's been your cluttered mind. Why not look at your creative process like this? I wrote this in 1996 to 98. You are a movie projector and God is the light inside. Your thoughts are the film itself. As you sit in the theater of life, what movie is playing on that 3D screen of yours? A horror flick? If so, change the film. The simple fact is that, conscious of it or not, you are the producer and director of your own life's movie, and any sad or unfinished scene in it will only become more difficult to wrap if you do not take responsibility for its content. Is your life, Keith, playing out the way you want it to? If not, or whoever, if not, then the only way to get it the way you truly desire is to do the work necessary and get clear about it. That's the crux of it. No more, no less, neither good nor bad. Your life is the movie you make. I'm going to take a pause right here. I'm going to play how about something off of my new album, soon to be. I do suggest headphones because it's not mastered yet, and crank it up. There's lots of stereo imaging happening. Or if you have a good system, it should be somewhat okay. It should be absolutely okay if you don't have headphones available. But let me see which one I'm going to play for you. I'm going to play one for you called What Do You Want Now? So now I'm asking the question, what do you want? Now what do you want? What do you want? You're going to hear a monk, a throat singing monk in it. When I first heard this using my software, I was like, I have to use this. So enjoy What Do You Want Now? I'm going to be hopefully going to Los Angeles to hang out with my dear friend who I've never met, Mr. Brian Harden, gold record producer 136 times over. He's worked with everybody. He heard some of it and he said, Keith, come to LA and I'll mix your album for you. And I say this because I'm bragging. I am. I really am. I love Brian. I love myself. I love my work. I love what I do. And I'm grateful to play in the arena, many different arenas, like you, with people that you love so much that you follow, you hang out with because they have something for you and you know it. And it's not selfish to do so. It's self-full to do so because you are smart. You are intelligent. You know how to work your projector. It's called elbowing. It's called networking. But my point is, I love Brian, and he offered me a good turn. So in turn, I want to offer you something, which is, and this is so far from being done. These are just ideas. In fact, the song you're going to hear, thank you, Elaine. The song you're going to hear is probably only 4 minutes, but I've been a huge Enigma fan for years, since I started waking up, since my Dark Night of the Soul, which I have a song called Dark Night of the Soul, but since those days, I just love the Enigma. So the song you're hearing is the bass, but there's going to be lots of ambience, lots of breakdowns, lots of spoken word, lots of women moaning and groaning, all that Enigma type of ambiance. Two wheels and a light bulb. Here you go. Again, I asked the question, what do you want? Turn it up. I can't seem to figure things out. Maybe everything I claim to know is absolute bullshit. Where else can I go but inward? Nothing on the outside has ever brought me some sort of peace. I once heard from a friend about something called samadhi. If I remember correctly, he told me it's being in a space of stillness, an inner quiet, silence on all levels, sort of like being in a cave in meditation, waiting simply, however long it takes, for God to awaken you and bring you to the realm of all possibilities. Now tell me, did you ever think you can have what you want? 'Cause it sure is happening to me. Everything that I tell you, best believe it is true. And you too will soon see. Come on now, what do you want? Come on now, what do you want now? What do you want? What do you want now? Now tell me, will you look within to know who you are? Either way, that choice is yours. But when you take the time just to be with yourself, that's when you will make the score. What do you want? Come on now. What do you want now? Welcome back to Center of Light, all you Yanavites. Love you. Keith Anthony Blanchard here, spiritual teacher, author, lover of humanity, lover of you, my little boo-boo. Tonight we've been speaking about Center of Light flicks, as in a movie flicks. Netflix, inner Netflix. 2 wheels and a light bulb. About how God, as the source of creation, that which creates worlds and universes, the kingdom of God is within. Kingdom. It's in here. It's not only just in here, it's you. When you're truly at your conscious house, living in your house consciously. And everything gets projected outward. This is the truth. You can be upset. You can tell your mom, there's nothing they can do about it. You can tell your friends, there's nothing they can do about it either. That which creates worlds and universes lives in you, projects itself outward, and as it moves through the filter, be it one of clarity or one that is clouded and or shrouded with whatever nonsense, it simply happens. And we blame other people and we blame the world. I get it. But the truth is, it will never change. That's the way it is. It's designed that way. Everything that's beautiful lies in your heart. Everything that's not so beautiful is in the mind. The heart has no problem expressing itself in its truest natural state way. The mind doesn't either. It's just too forceful. It's like the difference of throwing a little stone into a still pond of desire to create what you want, or picking up a big rock and making a tidal wave or a tsunami to scream out what you want. It doesn't work. Hello, Melinda. Melinda, I am sending you your pendant tomorrow. I've just been busy. I got chairs for you. Thank you. Welcome to Center of Light Flicks, 2 wheels and a light bulb. There is a movie projector in the movie house, projector house, showing this movie, and it moves through all of us without judgment. That's why you're never in trouble. The movie just plays. The light just shines, and therefore it's on screen. Is your life a horror flick? If so, you have to change the film. Let's continue with the reading segment of tonight's presentation. My dialogue with Spirit many years ago. Spirit says, Keith, I know how challenging living in a... This applies to today, always. I know how challenging living in a world can be, especially when it's temptations. Even the nonsense is a temptation. Not only sexual attraction or job attraction or these things that pull us in and we start to salivate. Even the stuff that we don't want, we salivate because we get caught into the drama of life's movie. I know how challenging living in a world can be, especially when its temptations keep you wanting much of what it has to offer. But you can free yourself from your bondage anytime you choose by making divinity your only want. Lifetime after lifetime, basically, TV series after TV series, you have tried so hard to be with me, meaning God. This time, stop trying. Just be with me. Step back from your life's movie and see with your divine eye, the all-knowing, all-seeing, ever-present eye, the eye of God. And I ask, I ask the question, so reincarnation awakens the divine within us so that one day we can anchor it on the earth plane? And Spirit says, yes, Keith, all this time you have been playing God's game of life and you didn't even realize it. And I ask, but why can't we know from the start that it's just a game? And Spirit responds, because if you knew you would always be the winner, you would never play the game. And the game, after all, is the soul, S-O-L-E, the soul, S-O-U-L. The game, after all, is the sole reason for your life. So just play for the sake of playing it. Basically, watch the movie for the sake of watching the movie and not get caught up in the dramatic experience. Only when you can do that can you advance to the next level. And I ask, will it help me to think of us humans as characters who have come to act out our roles on Earth's great stage of duality? And Spirit responds, yes, because that's exactly what you are doing. Even though you do not remember this, long before you begin to incarnate, you collectively decided how long you were willing to play your parts in the Earth theater. You agreed that when the clock ran out, whatever level of consciousness you had achieved would be the determining factor of the world's fate. Remember, destiny is when we live consciously. Fate is when we live unconsciously. Why don't we remember? Spirit says, that is the only way that all of your choices can be unbiased ones. And I say, I wish I could have known about who I am sooner. And Spirit says, why? Well, maybe I could have done more while I've been here this time. Keith, it does not matter whether you knew or not. Your next level, meaning all of us, your next level will happen regardless. What is important is that you have the time of your life while you are here. And I say, I'm having a bunch of fun, all right, but what I want is more quality. And Spirit says, hello, Jody. And Spirit says, hello, Jody. And Spirit says, I wish, and I asked the question, I wish I could have known about who I am sooner. And Spirit responds, why? And I said, maybe I could have done more while I'm here this time. Spirit says it does not matter. Let me keep moving. And Spirit, and I said, I want more quality. And Spirit says, questions, Keith. And I say, huh? Use that ever exquisite, present inquisitive of yours, inquisitiveness of yours to ask questions like, who am I? Why am I here? Why do things happen to me the way they do? What does all this mean? No matter the question, if you ask with all of your heart, the door to the answer will swing open, revealing the I that you truly are, and then your life will be one of superior quality. The I within you is subtler than you realize. This is probably the most important bang of tonight's presentation. It's all been fun, all been powerful. This is the love juice. Spirit is saying, the I, we got me, which is the selfishness. It's about me. Myself, which is the selves of everyone, and the all-present I. So we invert that to I, myself, and me instead of me, myself, and I. Spirit said, here's the most important bang for tonight. The I within you is subtler than you realize. And sometimes you try so hard to experience it, God, that you overshoot your target. What you are looking for lies in wait just behind the mask. Just behind the mask. Hello, Big C. The print is so small. What you are looking for lies in wait just behind the mask of what you know as you. To merge with it, just relax into it. You will know you are there when you recognize how very much you have let yourself become a slave to your own thoughts and feelings. Jody says selves or cells. Love it. Elaine says yes, and I ask it to show up every time in all ways. Spirit says, try this. Turn on some music that moves you and get lost in it like I know you love to do, Keith. And I say, okay. And Spirit says, are you listening with just your ears? And I say, no. All of me is listening, and I'm amazed how quickly I was able to tune into the true listener, the director of the movie. Spirit says, well, that sweet spot of your soul is eternal, unchanging, ever aware I, and it has always been there just waiting. And I say, my whole life I've been looking for it so hard, and this whole time it's been right under my nose. No wonder I've been so frustrated. Spirit says, I know that it sometimes gets quite hectic for you, Keith, but even your irritation even your irritation is purposeful on this spiritual road to perfection. And I say, I just wish I could experience who I really am on a regular basis. Yes, you frequently change your eye perspective, claiming you are this or that, trying to be something, just anything, all the while harboring great hopes of discovering who you really are. You have no trouble saying I, but you have so much trouble experiencing your authenticity. What will help is when you begin to change your internal dialogue about who and what you think you are. It does not help you one iota to say things like, I'm angry, I'm mad, I am sick, I am content, I am bored, I am alone, I am poor, I am afraid. And I say, you are so right. And God says, yes, you are, Keith. And I say, me. And Spirit says, there, you did it again. And I say, did what? So easily overlook your true self, and that, my friend, is what causes your difficulty. Understand that you are not the feelings that flood your emotional system, nor are you the thoughts that overwhelm your mind. As you have just realized, you are the silent witness, the Steven Spielberg. You are the silent witness observing this whole drama as it unfolds. The problem is that your ego is not so silent. It wants to be the director and continue to dictate to you exactly what it thinks you are, should, and should not do. The confusion it engenders often pulls you into life's dramatic movie even further, convincing that whatever you are experiencing is real. No wonder the life you are living seems to be the same old thing over and over again. You see, beloveds, when you make judgments based solely upon your past experiences, you leave no room for something new. There are many times I hear you say to yourself, what about me? When is it my turn? Well, this body, this life, this experience, this time is all for you, the real you. Now go live your purpose. It is your turn. So tonight, Center of Light flicks. 2 wheels and a light bulb. There are 2 wheels moving in a projectiles, right? The wheel that takes in the feed and the one that gives the feed. And there's a light bulb. And those 2 wheels that are moving is called duality. The one that gives and the one that takes. And as these reels move in real time, our life moves with whatever one we choose to declare that we are. The give wheel or the take wheel. But that light bulb inside, the spiritual Steven Spielberg, regardless, is going to project its energy through our matrix, through our experience. Your life is a movie. You might as well sit back and enjoy it and retire. Stop fighting. Just enjoy the movie. People will be people. They will do what they do. And it's all beautiful and purposeful on their path to liberation. Well, Keith, I'm concerned about the collective because this includes me. I hear you, and I'm on your side. But the collective that's going to move into the greater experience, into Malco cinemas or a greater movie house to watch a love story, or collectively simply just going to shift and eat their popcorn and watch the movie. But not only will they watch the movie, the collective, the we of it all, are going to create a beautiful story, a self-love story. And it's about glory, not about the gory. We had a lot of gory. There's a lot more gory coming. It's not so becoming when we identify with it so much that we get caught because we bought into the illusion of the comedy that's been playing on the screen of life. The divine comedy, because you can bet the joke is always being played on ourselves, by ourselves, and even by the Creator, which is all of us collectively, as we sit on the throne. What are you going to own? You want a love story? You want a horror flick? You want a love song or the blues? What shoes do you choose to wear? Those of life, joy, love, or pain, misery, and despair. It's really up to all of us to choose. Pick up your remote control and take control by releasing control of your life. I love you beyond measure. I will be seeing you soon. Hanging out with you is always my pleasure. And I love you to the moon.